Well, we're getting close to the end of 2024, so this month I picked up some nice bits and I've knocked some bits off my to get list. So stay tuned so you can find out all the bits I got in November 2024. So to start off with, I'll answer a question where I ended last month. I went to Lowestoft, and was Games Exchange open on the Friday when I went up there? No, it wasn't, unfortunately. So no video from Games Exchange, no pickups from Games Exchange. Hopefully it's there next year, but well, I guess we've got to wait to find out. So as always, I'll start with my digital pickups. They're all Xbox this month, and the Black Friday sales and everything have been amazing. So I'll run you through the list. I picked up Shinorubi for £5 and 2p. Adrian bought me a really early Christmas present. Basically a game that wasn't known to be coming to Xbox came to Xbox. It was half price, so he bought it for me, and that was Death Stranding Director's Cut. I then bought What Remains of Edith Finch for £3.99, Doom and Doom 2 for £3.19, Double Dragon Gaiden Rise of the Dragons for £8 4p. Then a game recommended by Adrian because it's by the ex-Bungie people. That is Disintegration. That was £2.49. And then for these last four, because they're a bit more pricey, I basically went to CD Keys and bought some cheap credit and used the last of my Microsoft rewards I had saved up. So I got Mortal Kombat 1, that's £22.49. The Stalker trilogy was £21.77. Then I got the Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns DLC for £19.99 and Street Fighter 6 for £24.74. Because I basically want all my beat 'em ups on digital as well as physical. So on to the actual physical pickup. So first of all, before I left holiday, I looked at the local Facebook marketplace and there was someone selling some really cheap Xbox games. So for £15, I bought Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania with code and disc and so forth, and the one I wanted the most, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Really love the idea of playing this. Metroidvania. So yeah, yes please. So they were my last pickups from my holiday, but that wasn't the last thing that happened up there. On the last day before I came home, my buddy Martin, who works at Last Level Games, messaged me and he was like, Cliff, you know that game you really wanted that was a bit pricey and you didn't buy? I'm like, yeah. He says, how about this price? And I'm like, you know what, for that price I can't turn it down. So I purchased this. I want to say a massive thank you to Eddie at Last Level Games, and I paid for this and they posted it to me. Turned up a few days later, and ignore the price that's on it because that's not what I paid. I bought a game that I've been wanting to get for a long time. It's on the to get list and it's no longer on the to get list. That is the Echo Knight Beyond. So I've loved the idea of playing this game ever since I saw Metal Jesus recommend it back in the day, and back then it was kind of like £40 and I was kind of, I'm not paying £40 for that game. Yeah, as an idiot as always, I wish I did. Yeah, this comes mint Ola condition, complete with manual disc, absolutely flawless. And you know, it was really hard when I left it up there because Eddie did knock a little bit off of that for me in the shop. I was like, no, it's just a lot of money. But they did a better deal for me and I am super happy to finally add it to the collection, which means I've nearly got all the survival horror games on the PS2. I'm only missing a few. Next up, Mim Daughter Day Out, went into a CEX. They had a couple of games I wanted, so I picked them up. And I'm trying to get like all the Like a Dragon Lost Judgment games on the Xbox. So this is what they had in, I want to say Folkestone, but I know that's wrong. They had Yakuza, Like a Dragon, this one, Steelbook, you know, all complete with extra bits. They also had Five Nights at Freddy's, which actually has 5 games in it. My daughter's got the first 4, but this came with the 5th one as well. So yeah, I love the idea of playing this. I mean, I've watched Kira play it and they are scary as shit games. So yeah, look forward to that. And more Xbox. So this was another day out recently. I went into the Ramsgate CEX. And, well, I bought one game and a couple of 4K Blu-rays. And the 4K Blu-rays I had to get because they had the slip cases, and I'm a sucker for my slip cases on 4K Blu-rays. So, as you can see, I bought Lost Judgment for £10, the sequel to Judgment, which I have. I just thought gave it a go, but got bored around like the 10-hour mark. So, but I like the ideas of playing these. I love, you know, it's a spin-off to Like a Dragon Yakuza game. So, yeah. But what 4K Blu-rays did I buy? I bought Alien with slipcase. And if you have Alien, even though apparently it's got a bit too much digital noise scrubbing and that done to this one, I bought Aliens. So yeah, £40 for films. I've never spent so much on 4K Blu-rays. On Blu-rays, on DVD, no. Remember the Aliens box set, the Aliens trilogy box set on VHS cost me like $79.99 back in the day. I bought that from our price. Next up, my buddy Jono McNeil basically bought a bundle of magazines, and he kept the ones he wanted, and the ones he didn't keep, I saw him list on Facebook. So I was like, mate, I'm after these, but I only need these games. What can you do for me? And he's like, well, how about this price? And we went back and forth for a few days, and yeah, so there was no issue with the price, but I managed to get 5 Sega Saturn magazines off of him. And I'm an idiot, because he kept highlighting this one, and he kept highlighting it because it's got a stain in it, coffee stain. Yeah, John, no, pretty sure it's a coffee stain. But I'm an idiot because I actually have this one. I mean, they didn't smell too healthy when he got them. They smell of smoke. They're still a bit stale, but they've got like these in between them to freshen them up. So we had issue 37, which I've already got. I don't need to keep. I got issue 34. And then there's issue 31 and issue 30 and finally issue 29. So that knocks 4 more off my official Sega Saturn magazine to get. So really happy, nearly at the end of the magazine collection. I literally need, I think it's 4 Dreamcast, I have 5 Dreamcast if you include the issue 0 magazine, the official Dreamcast, and I think it's 5 or 6 Saturn mags, so achievable, definitely achievable. Next up, well, hopefully you've seen the video of me playing the CEX lottery, and you'll know I got this lot. I got Batman Return, Sega 3D Classics Collection, Like a Dragon Ishin, Rampage, and Dead to Rights Retribution. So I took the other ones back to the Dover branch, never have any issues returning stuff to CEX. One of my friends has actually started working there as well. So hi Chris, Mr. Frankers. Back in the day on one of the video game hunting episodes, I think it's, I can't remember the number of it, but it's like Starry-Eyed Rowan. Yeah, that's in the title. We went to a shop called Express Games in Dover, and my mate Chris was behind the counter that day. And I've known him for 20-30 years. Now he just started working into my local CEX. So makes life easier. He wasn't there, but I know the manager, so he looked at the 3. He definitely laughed at the Dead to Rights 2 with the wrong game in it. And the Metroid Pinball, he asked if they had the Rumble back, and no, they didn't. And the Rustan, they just put back out for sale, because even though it's got writing on the manual, it's got a manual, so that's all they care. And then if you watched my playing the CEX lottery video, you'll have seen that when I started off, I was like, this isn't a game from CEX. Well, that game was from Shop2.net, and it was Alan Wake 2. So, oh boy, did I love the first one of these. And this is going to be my Christmas game this year, and I cannot wait to play it. Haven't really got much time off over Christmas, but my evenings, I'm not going to watch any films or anything, my evenings are going to be Alan Wake 2, and I think the DLC's out now. And this does include all the DLC, even though in the box it's only got the code for Alan Wake 1 Remastered. So I assume it's something you install the disc and it just works that way. So, coolio! So I'm going to jump in here quickly. There was one more item. It turned up a few days late, but I bought it in the month of November, so I'm going to add it to the pickups. So this is from my man in Japan, Steve Bailey, and it's something pretty cool. It's not a game. It's not a video game. It is something video game related, and it's just something that's so weird I have to have it. So I will talk about it all the time. My man in Japan can pretty much get anything you need gaming wise. Steve Bailey, link in the comments. Sorry for the crap line, we've bothered to set all my lights up. But yeah, it's not weird. This is actually cool. In fact, it's a really cool pad. Yeah, cool. So yeah, this is the Japanese box. Cool pad, all in like good condition. It's kind of like upside down, the way it reads, I don't know. I had one of these back in the day in the UK. The only way you can get them over here is if you pre-ordered Sega Touring Car from, I think it was Electronic Boutique or Game, whatever they were called back then. You got one of these free. So I was really chuffed, but it really sucked because the game was so bad they had to like 14-day return thing. I took the game back, and so I had to return the pad, so I lost the pad. But yay, at long last, I have an authentic original cool pad. Japanese version, but still, it is cool. And my final pickup of the month. So this was on one of the groups. I've got the Mario one of these, but I never pre-ordered the other one, and it's been in CEX. Actually, when I was at Lowestoft, it was in a CEX window. I'm like, right, I'm finally going to get it, because the CEX do it for £45. But when I went back to buy it on the Friday, it had gone. However, on the groups, some guy was like, £30 plus post. I was like, cool. So I sent him the payment. He's like, dude, you live like 5 miles from me. So he refunded the payment, and then the next day I went over and picked it up. And that is the brand new and sealed Game & Watch Zelda game. So I do actually have like the pre-order cloth. I don't know how I got that, because if you pre-ordered this at Nintendo, you got a cloth for free. But yeah, I finally got this, and I love the Zelda games. I love all the Zelda games that I've played so far. I really want to play Ocarina of Time, but I want Nintendo to like remaster it or just tidy it up a bit, you know, because I don't really want to play the N64 version, because I don't really get on the N64 pad. But yeah, but yes, that is my final pick. I really did enjoy the Mario one of these. I thought it was fantastic. I just love the idea of it, like the clock, the few extra games you've got on it as well. It's a shame they literally stopped after Mario and then Zelda. Where's the Metroid one? Come on, guys, the Metroid one. I would pre-order that straight away. Take my money, Nintendo. Take my money. Forget about doing the Switch 2. Make a Metroid one of these. We can all dream, can't we? So yeah, that is the end of this month's pickup. So I want to say a big shout out to guy who doesn't want to have his name on camera for this, but you know who you are. Jono for the Sega Saturn mags, Martin and Eddie at Last Level Games for Echo Knight, and then CEX for having certain games in stock and actually being quite good this time. Oh, and Shop2.net for doing a really good price of Alan Wake on Black Friday. So question for you guys, did you pick up anything Black Friday? For me personally, I had a look around, but the games weren't cheap enough for me. I was kind of hoping to get the gold Xbox Series X pad, but for some reason they seem to have stopped making them and they wasn't in stock anywhere. Well, I wanted to get like Space Marine on the Xbox Series X, but because it was reduced, it wasn't cheap enough. So nothing for me this Black Friday, unfortunately. But did you get anything? And if you did, pop it in the comments down below. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you real soon. So a lot of digital pickups this month, more than normal, that's for sure. But such good prices. Black Friday good prices. But is it as good as tea? Tea. Zelda.